Well, we're here for a very important purpose and something that I think is another great step forward, and not just the development of and the enjoyment of Cleveland's lakefront, but also another step forward for our world-class, best in the country park system that we have partnered with. So we're here today to announce a tentative agreement that's been reached between the Metroparks and Cuyahoga County. Now, we're not done with the process because we're going to be passing the baton at this point to County Council, and it's going to be in their court then to continue to consider it. But this week, County Council and the Metroparks Board are going to be beginning official consideration of transferring parkland from the county to the Metroparks, including the land that we're standing on right now. Now, that includes the Flats East and West Bank Parks, Heritage Park 1, and we can have some folks later for media folks to point out all the different parcels we have that represented in this lakefront reservation map, and also, of course, Whiskey Island. Whiskey Island is kind of a, for many people in Cuyahoga County, is kind of an undiscovered jewel. They are not familiar with how beautiful the vistas are here, and the views that you can enjoy, and the water that you can enjoy from this location. It's as all of you know, because you just made the hike out here, it isn't the most accessible, and through kind of strange twists and turns, the county ended up being the owner and the operator and the caretaker for this land. Well, we are not a park system, and it didn't make sense for us to continue to be the caretaker for this very important piece of lakefront property, especially when we have a partner in the Metroparks, which has more expertise in this than we could possibly hope for. Let me tell you a little bit about Whiskey Island. Some of you know about this, but it's about 60 acres total that we're talking about of parkland. It includes a sandy beach, 8 volleyball courts, a fishing pier, a wooded area, which is actually a kind of a bird sanctuary. The marina that's very close to us here has 230 slips, and also plenty of green space around it. With this proposed transfer, by the way, the Metroparks are going to continue to ensure that about a little bit over $6 million will be further invested in the capital improvements that we've already made. Now, we've made quite a few capital improvements here, and after Superstorm Sandy, actually, we had some repair work that we had to do here. But again, one of our priorities of this county administration was that we should be handling property that we needed to, but if there was a better caretaker for a piece of property, then we should get it to them. So that's Whiskey Island. Now, Heritage Park 1 is on the east bank of the Cuyahoga River. That's near Canal Basin Park, and it's at the end of the towpath trail. And then finally, we're going to be transferring, under this proposal, the Flats East Bank and Flats West Bank along the Cuyahoga River. And these are actually strategic parcels that are very close to the East Bank Flats development. We believe that in the long run, everybody is going to win with this transfer, because the individuals who have the expertise to maintain and operate this as truly as a park, not just a piece of land that the county happens to own, but truly as part of an integrated park system, it will be in their hands like I think that it should be. And secondly, in the long run, we're going to save money because we're not in the park business, and we're less likely to be able to spend our money effectively compared to the park system. So this was part of an overall process the county has gone through to try to shrink our property portfolio. I just want to thank, before turning it over to them, I want to thank the Cleveland Metroparks for being such a strong partner with the county. These discussions have been going on since my administration started in 2011. To me, this is kind of a final piece of the emerald necklace that we are all so very, very proud of. And at this point in time, I want to turn it over to Brian Zimmerman from the Cleveland Metroparks to expand on these remarks. Brian?
Well, thank you very much, Ed, for all of the hard work with your administration. I'd be remiss if I didn't introduce a few folks. One you'll be hearing from here after my remarks. We have Bruce Rinker, the Board of Park Commissioners' current president, and we have the Honorable Judge Anthony J. Russo with us as well. We also have Majid McClue from the county here, and I'd like to recognize Rose Feeney, who's in the back, who's really been very instrumental, not only with the lakefront parks, with now these parcels, very dynamic. It's something that's been talked about for over 10 years, and it's hard to believe this day is finally upon us. When you look at what this park means to really connect Lake Erie and the Cuyahoga River, it's truly an amazing opportunity. It really coincides very strategically with our strategic plan that we've crafted in the last few years. But we wouldn't be anywhere without the folks from the Wendy Park Group, Team Wendy, the Whiskey Island Partners Group with us. We have Hallie Moore that's in the back, if Hallie can raise her hand, and Bob Tucker. They are part of the group that's really been shepherding this property through for the last number of years. So we're very, very happy today that these parks will be coming into the Cleveland Metroparks. The East and West Bank, again, we'll go over a few of the components that are tied to the map, tying together the water taxi concept, tying together a strategic inholding along the Cuyahoga River in Rivergate Park. Again, this is a very historic day for Cleveland Metroparks, something that's again been talked about for many years, will be coming through fruition as we work through our final proposals with County Council. And again, thank you very much for your time today. I'd like to turn over to Bruce Rinker for his remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Well, on behalf of the board, I want to tell you that we're very pleased to be here today. We've been studying this for quite some time. We're approaching our centennial year in 2017, and in our strategic plan, we look carefully at the fact that we are a regional player, but we really have been absent in many ways from the heart of downtown Cleveland and certainly the lakefront, as Judge Russo really charged us to move toward. And we have made that move, and I think in a very significant way. Great cities have great parks, and we think as a park operation, our ability to be a good steward provides the kind of base that a good city, a strong city, needs to repurpose and redevelop its assets. And I would challenge anyone not to see already, if you go up and down the river, just in the vicinity of downtown Cleveland, we're seeing redevelopment in a way that not only preserves our history and our heritage, but really makes the way for future vitality in the area that is something we haven't seen in quite some time. So we think if we do our job well, as we intend to do, it will only prove to be very beneficial to our area. So we want to thank the county for giving us this opportunity. Stay tuned, there's more to follow. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. Just to wrap up, first of all, thank you for coming. The real beneficiaries are going to be all the families that end up having more access to this park. They're going to have a lot of great family memories that some people already have, but like I said, this is an underutilized parcel. And we all know that if you look at major American cities and you look at cities that have developed their lakefronts in the right way and those that have done it in the wrong way, we know that historically we have made some mistakes in the way that our lakefront has been preserved and developed. But I also want to give credit to some people who many, many, many years ago recognized that this parcel of land in particular, Whiskey Island, should be preserved, and with the hope that someday the action that we're announcing today would happen, that it would really become part of this world-class park system that we're blessed to be a part of. And today that's finally happened. So this has been the culmination of a lot of work, and I want to thank, again, the team from the Metroparks, Judge Russo's steadfast support of this, and also my own law department, folks from the Public Works Department who've been maintaining this property and then conducting the negotiation. Okay, folks, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.